Hey everybody, Matt Mickish here. Some of the stuff I really thought we would discuss in this video is directing your emotions. Directing your emotions is so important. Instead of letting your emotions run amok and letting all these distractions that happen, your day-to-day life, run amok on you and run amok in your mind, you're able to literally direct your emotions towards things that are productive and actually get you to where you want to go. A lot of us let our emotions run wild on us and have no idea how to fix or how to control it. The thing I really thought we would discuss in this video is directing your emotions. Instead of letting all these negative things, all these negative distractions hinder you, you use that negative energy and you force it into positive productivity, I called it. This is a word I made up. Positive productivity. This is taking all these negative energies and this negative distraction and using it and harnessing that energy and using it towards positive productivity and things that actually get you to where you want to go in life. This is so important. At the gym this morning, I always get there like 30 minutes early or an hour early. And my two buddies who I'm always there with, Dave and Pete are their names. And they're both really successful businessmen. But today, Pete didn't come yesterday, and I was like, we were like, where were you? You didn't come yesterday. He's like, well, I woke up early and I got my workout in at home, and then I was watching Chairs. It's the show, the show in America. It's everywhere now, but it's an old show from back in the day. They're both like 70. They're both like 60 years old, 65. So he's like, I ended up watching Chairs. I had a really important meeting, so I got my workout in early at home, and then I was watching Chairs. But I had to leave early, but I ended up getting stuck watching Chairs. I was on like episode 2, and then I had to get to episode 3, then episode 4. And this is a guy who's doing very well in life. Like, he's very wealthy. He's doing extremely well in life. But he still lets these little distractions distract him and take him off his path. So I just thought it was funny, and I wanted to share it with you guys. A lot of us let these distractions run amok on us. And then, for example, you're fighting with a family member or you're fighting with a girlfriend/boyfriend, and then that negative energy that they're putting out or you guys are exchanging comes on you and it overrides you. So it's like you're extremely negative now. You're dripping in negativity, and it's very hard to get out of that state. So what I wanted to share with you guys is really harnessing that negativity and negative energy and not letting it destroy you. Making sure you're harnessing it and turning it into positive productivity. So even though you're feeling terrible, you despise where you're at right now, and you never think things are going to get better, you harness all that energy and turn it into productivity. And that's really when you're going to start seeing results and getting to where you want to be, because you're not letting your emotions run wild on you. And you're controlling your emotions and then directing them to where you need to be, to where you need to get to be successful in life and to get to where you want to be, right, guys? So, and especially with women, because women are very emotional creatures. So are a lot of these men nowadays. So, ladies, I'm talking to you also. Harnessing that emotion and then using it for productivity, positive productivity, and then you're going to feel so much better. You got to be able to get that dirt off your shoulder, okay? You have to be able to get that dirt off your shoulder and wipe it off and get back up, okay? You don't just stay down, which is what a lot of us do. We let the negativity that bombards us, because it's coming from everywhere. There's a war going on in Ukraine. There's all these terrible negative things going on in the world. And a lot of us just let it bombard us, and then we don't feel like doing anything because it's so negative that it just breaks you down. This is the world we live in, ladies and gentlemen. It's so negative 24/7. And this is why I tell you, you guys gotta limit the news if you're watching the news. If you don't, you're going to be so negative all the time from what's going on in the world that you're never going to get to where you want to go, because you're going to be scared shitless and so fearful all the time, because that's what the news relies on. It scares you and makes you fearful so that you keep watching. So directing your emotions is going to be so helpful when you're able to use all that negative energy from all these different sources, and then you harness that energy and put it towards and directed towards productivity and positive productivity, which is when you're really going to understand that you can control your mind. You're the master of your mind. No one else controls it but you. So letting these negative people or these negative things eat at you and break you down is not what you need to do. What you need to do is harness it and own that shit, okay? Yes, there's all these negative sources coming at you from a million different places, but you use that energy and turn it around towards productivity and actually getting somewhere in your life. This is when you're really going to start seeing strides in your life. And I really thought it was just important to get out there today, because if you want to keep growing and keep getting better every day than the day before, you can't let negative people or arguments or stuff like that break you down and get to you. This is why I talk about being stoic in my other videos. Stoicism is so important when you're able to remain emotionally centered no matter what. Even if there's people yelling at you, even if you just got in an argument, you don't let it ruminate in your head and get at you. You know what I mean? You just wipe that dust off your shoulder, as Jay-Z would say. You're going to feel so much better. And this really helps when you're able to take breaths, like deep breaths, like, okay, and like for 20, 30 minutes, you just do that in silence and you're not distracted by anybody. And this is why transcendental meditation and active relaxation is so important, because you're able to get centered, really gain your footing back, instead of just letting all these negative sources bombard you, and then you don't feel like doing anything or going anywhere, because, you know, what's the point? If you're so freaking negative and the world's so terrible, you know, you're not going to feel like doing what you need to get done or going where you need to go. So it's just a crucial aspect of success and growth when you're able to remain stoic and not let silly arguments or negativity boil over and ruin your whole day or ruin your whole week. Okay, I was a victim to this in the past. I would let argument or negativity really get to me, and then I wouldn't want to do anything. I wouldn't want to go anywhere. I wouldn't want to work out. I wouldn't want to talk to anyone. And this is the habit we have to avoid. Instead of letting those things happen, you need to harness it and put it towards being productive, even if it sucks, okay? Even if you feel terrible, growth and success does not feel comfortable. And growth happens when you're outside your comfort zone. That's the only place growth happens, is outside your comfort zone. So if you're getting outside of it, actually making strides, you're going to see how far your growth will go. But if you're not getting outside your comfort zone and you're remaining in the same spot you are, you're not going to change, you're not going to grow, you're not going to get anywhere, and you're just going to remain in that fearful state consistently. So comfort is not where growth happens, okay? Growth happens when you're uncomfortable, when you're anxious, when you're doing something you've never done before. And then once you do it, you've done it before, and that's where the growth happens, in that area. So I want you guys to understand that being uncomfortable is an essential part of growth. And when you're able to understand that, even though you're not comfortable and you're anxious right now in what you're doing, you're going to learn from it and you're going to grow. And then, for example, when I first started going to the gym, I was like very anxious. I didn't want to be around people. I didn't want to see a lot of people or anything like that. But once I started going consistently every day, no matter how I felt terrible, anxious, fearful, depressed. I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't feel like working out. I didn't feel like socializing, but I did it anyway. And that's where the massive growth happened in my life. And I was able to really make strides in my life. And that was something I never stopped. Okay. After I made that leap, I never stopped going to the gym. And now it's a part of me. Like that consistency built into me. And now it's a part of me. Fear kills growth. That's what I want you guys to understand. Fear kills growth. And if you let fear devour you, it will. So I want you guys to understand that fear, anxiety, being uncomfortable, all these things are a recipe for growth if you don't let them eat you alive, which I'm telling you the recipe to not letting that happen right now. I'm telling you the recipe to not letting fear take over your life right now. And that is understanding that fear, anxiety, and being uncomfortable is all a part of growth. And once you understand that, that's when the true progress will come. You know, growing does not feel good, okay? Growing means you're outside your comfort zone, you're anxious, and you're fearful. But doing that stuff that's uncomfortable is what creates the growth. We need to become obsessed with growing. All my subscribers, I'm telling you right now, I love you guys, and I'm only telling you this to help you guys in life and make you guys happy, loving individuals and actually love life, okay? And not be so miserable because times are tough right now and we're living in hard times. Massive growth will happen when you start doing those things and you start realizing that fear, anxiety, being uncomfortable is all a necessary part of your growth. I just want this concept to get out there. We need to become addicted to growing, not addicted to material things, not addicted to women or boys. We need to become addicted to growing because we despise where we're at right now. I despise where I'm at right now, and I need to get to a better place. I need to do anything and everything I can to get to where I'm happy and to where I want to go. And that starts with despising where you're at and understanding that we need to become addicted to growing every single day, trying to get better than the day before so that we are consistently growing and getting better no matter what, no matter how you feel. Guys, it doesn't matter how you feel. Your emotions don't mean anything. How you feel doesn't mean anything. What matters is what you do and the action you take. So even if I don't feel good and I feel not happy and low energy, I still get up, I still go to the gym, I still get my workout in, and I still take on the day like a beast. And I still get to where I'm going because now I've learned it doesn't matter how you feel at all. Like the emotions that you're feeling, if you feel down, if you feel depressed, like it doesn't matter is what I'm trying to say. Like you still got to get up and go work out and get your workout in and go about your day regardless of how you feel. So let's start doing that, guys. Let's start being emotionless in that sense and not caring how we feel. Like if we feel low energy or we feel depressed, who cares? No one cares, especially not me, especially not you. But we still got to go about our day and make it a productive, successful day. So I just wanted to get this video out here because it seems like a very important concept to me. And even millionaires are struggling with that same concept, is getting distracted by little things because there's all these distractions everywhere. So when you're able to not let those little distractions, which are everywhere, take you off your center and you're able to remain focused and direct your emotions and direct your energy towards where you're trying to go and where you're trying to be, you're trying to get things done and actually make something of your life, this is where you're going to see so much progress that you're going to look in the mirror and like a tear is going to come down your eye because you're going to be like, wow, I've made a lot of progress. When you look at yourself a year from now after watching this video, you're going to see that you've grown so much because I've kept on you guys and it's forced you guys to grow no matter what. And that's what the whole point of this type of video is. Okay? Never stop growing. All right. I love you guys. And remember, be grateful for the little things.